Ladies and gentlemen, I like to bring on the cool people that I get to work with. Ginger, Flores, did I say your name correctly there?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
All right, well,
Thank you.
we're getting a call from Dawn. I think she's getting us on a Zoom meeting that was supposed to start at 1 o'clock. I told her we got to do a quick intro because I always want... Ginger is... Can I say who you are, how we know each other?
Yes.
Okay, she is the mother of a good friend of mine who's like 19, you would think, because Ginger is 28 now?
Yes.
33? Something like that.
Almost 33.
Almost 33. But Ginger and I have decided we want to work together. A lot of people say, Carter, it's your show. These people are working for you. That's not how I roll. We work together. This is a team. Ginger actually kind of runs the company by now, actually. I work for Ginger. But she's done an amazing job helping us get this thing going to the next level. Ginger, welcome to a little chit-chat here on Your Little Castle show.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
All right, she's dressed up. She dresses up like this. I thought this was something you wore for the little chat we had today. We were going to talk about some other fun. You do stuff with horses. That's kind of neat.
Yes.
But I said, well, let's do a little video since you came to the studio. It's the first time here at the studio, everybody. And so she gets to hang out with the Cardinal Cowboy in his Cardinal Cowboy studio where we take good notes of fun stuff. Even more casual, we got our water here.
Oh, it's so impressive. I mean,
Is this kind of a cool studio? You were like,
it really is.
you kind of blown away?
Yes, I am.
I get that a lot from people. I'm like, well, I built it. I built everything in here. Minus I had one guy help me carry some of the TVs up. The judge, Mike Carter, the judge. He's some guy. He's like my business partner on the Cowboy Judge show. And a bunch of stuff we've worked on together for fun stuff community-wise. But Ginger's really helping me. I had a very vital, important need. So there she is, everybody. Look at that cool... What did you call that outfit? What do you call that? You look like an emperor, or what's going on here?
I had it made in Dubai.
That's where we got to put up. We're going to put up the pictures. She bought a couple pictures too. I'm going to put those on the wall. There they are. Take a look at the wall. Look at this. Where's that picture at?
Now that is in Kentucky, in Nicholasville, Kentucky, at the Tailor-Made Farm, and that's California Chrome. He won the Kentucky Derby in 2014. He won the Preakness in 2014 and the Dubai World Cup in 2016. And that's me in Dubai when I went to watch him race. But that was the 2015 race, and he came in second. He came back the following year and won the $10 million in 2016. And that hotel behind me, those rooms are like $29,000 a night. That's the Burj Al Arab.
So now you know why I love working with Ginger. She is connected around the world. She's told me about some of the CEOs she knows of major corporations. We'll leave that out for later discussion. We might reach out to them. Our show's done so well. There's definitely some people that should sponsor us from a very high level, right? And we'll get to there. But right now we're focused on helping small businesses because they get left out of the equation so often. From a marketing perspective, I deal with this all the time. Nope, that doesn't work. Nope, you got to do it this way. I've done it from every level. And so I've got my little camera up there beeping at me. I have a loose power cable. I know because I set it up. So it just said memory something. Yep. So it should have enough battery to last us for a while here if the cable came off. But we get to help small businesses become famous. Would you agree?
Yes, yes. And it's fun doing it too.
And it helps them close deals. Like stats are proven. Check this out, everybody. Go to Your Little Castle. I'm going to look at the camera. yourlittlecastle.com/results. Or just go to yourlittlecastle.com and say, see what our clients have to say. See what our guests have to say. And it's like now, I knew this would be an incredible opportunity to help the small guys. Because my parents own a small business, a tutoring center. They're both educators. But the tutoring center, man, they were going up against Sylvan and all these big guys. But Ginger is incredible on the phone, helping people to realize, hey, let's have a little chat. Let's talk a little bit. Let's have a little discussion and see if maybe we want to decide to put you on our show. Because we can only put on, if we max this thing out this year, 2 shows a week times 2 shows a day times 52 weeks. But that's 5 times, about 250 shows. We could do maybe 500 shows. Well, there's 40,000. I'm holding. Where are my rings? I didn't wear my rings for this one. There's 40,000 small businesses, they say, and there's more than that in St. Louis. We got people coming from around the country that want to be on our show. Who are some of the most exciting people you've had the opportunity to talk to already that decided they wanted to be on the show, and you've only been doing this for a couple weeks?
Oh, Dan Head. He was really exciting because when I called him, he was on the beach in California, and when I made the phone call, he said, I've been sitting around hoping somebody called and asked me if I wanted to be on TV.
He literally said that to you.
Yes, he really did. So he was excited.
It was interesting because your job was to get them to talk with me, and I'm working with an SEO marketing expert, Kayla, who's been on here. She's helped. She's decided to join the team now, and then my friend Robin. She's like, Carter, I'm trying to get a few job opportunities, but this is what I want to do. And I said, cool. I've got a little team going now because last year we had 150 interviews or something, whatever we did. A lot of interviews and a lot of shows, but it's 2 or 3 a week sometimes. It was a lot. We're 3 shows a week right now. I have a contract with ABC. I am obligated to produce for them in our agreement 3 shows per week. When we get that to 5, because we help more, maybe 10. We can do that with what we're doing. So look at I don't know why that thing's doing that. No memory card. Stop telling me you're not recording anyway. You're just piping the stuff in to the show. I've set up everything. I know it works, but. She literally, Dan was like, I was just thinking about, I need to start doing content. I need to have some great looking stuff out there about my business. That's what people want to see because they spend a lot of money for what he does, right? To produce and make beautiful hardscapes.
Yes.
He's a great, why do you think Dan is such a good fit for our show? Why the light bulb goes on, he goes, I'll tell him what he said after you tell me.
Well, and his company's called Luna. I believe it's called Luna of St. Louis. And he's just enthusiastic, and he seems to be very proud of what he does, and I like that about him.
Well, I say, yeah, these small business owners, I call them little businesses, they don't take offense to that because we're all little guys trying to run around, compete with these big guys. And the little guys, I say this all the time, the little guys, like little business guys like me, I used to work for Anheuser-Busch. I built the email systems for Anheuser-Busch. That's why a techie world, I can do all this stuff. Then I went to become the #1 sales guy for a couple national companies. And I just didn't like what they were doing because they weren't getting everything done the way it should have been done to make sure these businesses made it. But the small business owners, they do better work than the bigger guys or even the mid-sized guys very often. But especially the really big guys, they just kind of slap stuff together, put it in some corporate grinder and spit it out. And the small guy, he can just adapt to this little change you need and whatever it is, decking, siding, roofing.
That's very true.
Whatever it is. I mean, it can be coffee, it can be anything, and they really can bring it to it, but they just need to get the word out.
Yes,
and that's what we're helping people do.
Yes.
So Ginger is one of the best I've ever heard on the phone. I would like to talk to everybody on the phone, and I think I would do a wonderful job, but Ginger's better than I am.
Oh, thank you.
That's for sure. I'm not joking. And so with that, we've got a lot to share with everybody. We've got a lot of great feedback, information, resources. I've spent a lot of time. I quit my job, 6 figures, doing great. Said, hey, I was the #1 guy in the entire company out of 1,600 sales reps. And I said, this isn't working for me. I actually offered, I said, we might have an idea here. They knew I was doing this on the side. It was on the side. It was getting paid for by a very large company. 100% of it was paid for. I just got to be the host every week. And it was all paid for. That would have cost me 10 grand a week. Didn't cost me anything. But then I really learned how to do all this. And once we mastered it, I said, I was going to bring it to them. I said, hey guys, I got an idea. And I mentioned it, and they're like, we're good. I said, guess what? I look in the camera. I must move on. I might have said more direct than that, but guys, I got to go. And they loved it. They're fine. My old boss still talks to me and all this. My vice president, I'm still friends with. Go up and hang out with him up at Wrigley Field because his headquarters was the Midwest, and he was in Chicago. When we fly down to Dallas, I would give the presentation. He asked me, can you tell everybody how this thing works because you're the #1 sales guy in the company, and present this to everybody in front of, and they have an auditorium down there with 600 sales reps. So I'm in front of all of them going, hey, this is how you do this. But I'm an IT guy. Understand that? I'm an IT guy. Like, I know how the technology actually functions from a physical, technical perspective versus these salespeople. God love them. They don't even know what they're talking about. Oh, it's pretty. You're getting lots of presence. Like presence? No, like you're going to have a presence on the interwebs. Okay, how's that work? I'll break it down for you. I did it for my clients. I showed them where they had a 22.14% conversion rate from visit to lead. Because we tracked that. Because they were a really big company, had lots of money. They paid me lots of money to do that. Ginger helps me convey that to potential people to be on our show. And sometimes we have people on for free. Charities, small business owners that I like, some little short promos we do. Some people ask us to produce a whole half hour about them. Why do you think this is so effective for the people who end up on our show?
Because it helps get them recognition. It helps get the word out. People need to know that they're there.
Yeah, I need something in a long format. Go look this up. Gary Vee just finally said it. Gary Vee, the #1 marketing guy in the history of the world, crushing it. All his bestseller New York Times books said, hey, everybody, in 2025, I'm going to put the camera. On 2025, we figured it out. This click, Facebook, Snap, Insta, tiny, short, quick, spam. That's cool. Gets their attention. But you need a long format interview. Oh, I've been doing this since 2018.
Yeah.
I had this show since 2018. The long format we started in 18. I did a shorter version with still the whole same concept back in 2017 on ABC. Go look it up. My video's out there. I got it on the same page. Go to my page, website, yourlittlecastle.com/Gary V. Just click the Gary. Just I say Vision-Gary V. It's a link on the top of my page. I make the website myself. That's what I do. And it shows. Oh, Revelation 2025. Get a long format interview. Yeah, really? So that's what people do now, and everybody's trying to do it. I just put together a platform when Dan was probably one of the best examples we've had. Light bulb went on. After you got him introduced to me, I explained it to him for a few minutes. He goes, yeah. So we were going to start our own podcast and develop the whole thing and put out the content. And he goes, you've done all the hard work. All you got to do is walk into your studio, and in 2 hours, I've got an hour's worth of content. Most people do 2.5 hours. Some people get a half. You got to call me because we're filling up fast. We might not be able to do that much longer. Got so much airtime. Anyway, I'll get more if I can. We'll see. There's only so much I can handle. That's why we're hiring people. I got video producers and editors that I'm working with, and not too many people can produce and interview at the same time. But I am the Cardinal Cowboy. I'm good at one thing. My mom warns me. She says, "You're really good, Carter. You are. I'm a drama teacher. I've taught thousands of kids." John Goodman is one of her students that named the building after my mom. She knows what she's talking about. And she said, you're really good. Don't expect everybody understands and comprehends everything you're putting out there. That's why we do it on video, so you can watch this again. I know I covered a lot right here. Rewind it. Take some notes. It's going to help your business. Ginger's going to be the one to probably introduce you to us. She's calling people. She's answering phones. She's making sure everybody gets hooked up to meet with me or Kayla or Robin or Dawn, and make sure you get taken care of so that we can help your business go to the next level. Good idea?
Yes. Very good. It's going to work. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it works great already. I just need to do more. We already proved that. I'm like, she's new. She's like, how far is this going to go? What's going on? I'm like, we've already proved it works. I knew it would. Now we're 3 years in. I got all these testimonials, these clients. I got another one. Guy's like, I made 25% more money because of that video. 25% increase in revenue is a lot from a little video. I told him, here's what we got to do. Here's what we got to cover. He says he also wants to bring in new reps to work with him. And that's where he made money. So whatever you want to talk about, that's what we'll bring more of. Some people are trying to hire people, right? A lot of people. How do I hire good people? Well, it's a mess out there right now. He hired a few more people. Brought Ed Callison. He's going to be on it. A lot of people know Ed. He's also a great singer here in St. Louis. All right, so there we're finishing up. We did a 13-minute deal. I like to make it 15, as I can talk here for another minute and a half because this will fill up exactly half of a show, and then I can do this as one half and put somebody else for the other half.
Okay.
And we'll make it fun. Ginger, how excited are you for what we're doing?
I'm super excited. I'm stoked. I feel privileged to be working with you, Carter. I really do. Seriously.
Well, you know, people get to work with the Cardinal Cowboy. No, I'm just fortunate to be alive, first off. That's why I do this whole thing. I sit by a drunk driver. I started getting on TV with all the fun stuff I do, and I realized how this works and how I could streamline it. I love my competitors. They have a long, clunky process that costs a lot more than what it should. We give you the content you need because you're going to get a whole lot of content, not just a little content, and it looks great. And I get that ABC logo in the corner. See that? I'm going to point to it with my pencil. It's not even actually here. It's being projected onto the stuff with the video. But we'll do that, and hopefully you will join in with us and make a lot of money and help a lot of people and do what you love. A lot of people don't do this to make a lot of money. They do it because that's a passion to help people.
Yes, it feels good to help people.
And make a living along the way, which is what you got. Everybody needs to do.
Totally agree.
Everybody should do. We're going to do that. Clicks Pro is our partner. They're our sponsor on this show, and everybody, Clicks Pro, I had to bring them in, but business partner of mine for years. I said, hey, man, here we got. Let's set this up. There's a lot of stuff after the interview that needs to be done, and we'll help you with that too. If you want us to. We're going to tell you what to do with the video. You will make money off the video just if you get the recording. A gal today, she said, I'll play it back maybe. She said, she's one of the best known businesses in the area. She said, I wasn't even sure what I was meeting about. And you should tell people this. I'm like, well, we tell people generically because it's true. Maybe we're going to put somebody on for free. Maybe they're going to be on and they're going to pay us. If they want to make money, the free thing's nice, but it doesn't do you what it does. It's more promotion for us if you really analyze it, and I'll explain that to you if you want to. But she said, oh my gosh, this is one of the valuable meetings I've had in a while. She said it. Didn't you hear her say that?
Her name? Do you remember her name?
I know her name. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to use that just yet. But
all right.
If you've had a sunroom built in St. Louis, 50-50 chance that they were one of the companies that built it for you. And she said, she runs it now. I knew her, I guess, aunt or somebody, because I did pay-per-click for her years ago. And I said, been in there. I said, I'll give you her first name's Jan. And she said, well, what am I meeting for? What's going on here? And when we got done, she's like, this was a really valuable meeting. She said that.
She did.
And because I was also saying, here's things you should do on your own for free. I'll just tell you what to do if you want to try to do these things yourself. You're not going to build a studio like this in your house or your business for way. I'm producing this all day, all night. You're a little, business owner. You're not going to say, let's build a studio just so we can make a video every 6 months. This is $40,000 we got in equipment in here, according to my insurance policy. And that's just, I did everything on the absolute minimum budget to get the high quality stuff because I know how to do that. All right, everybody. Thank you, Ginger.
You're
I'm
welcome.
really excited.
Thank you too.
We're going to have a great next year and next life, and we're going to help a lot of people out.
Yes.
All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys on the next clip. Giddy up.